All right, nail nerds. So I've been really wanting to get kind of a freehand tutorial slash lecture video out there. And I figured that my most recent manicure would be a great way to explain how I build a freehand image up step by step. The first step, once you have your background, is to block out the outline of your image in a solid color. Now, you can use skin tone cremes if you're doing character art. Whatever the base color is, try to make it the lightest color in your chosen design. As you can see here, since I'm doing the tentacles, I'm coming in with the white. I wanted to use neons to fill it in and give it the color. So as neons aren't that opaque, white was the best choice for me. A lot of the techniques that I use were things I learned in like art class in high school, but it was just adapted for lacquer and for my personal style and what works best for me. Once you have your image blocked, outlined and blocked, then you can come in and start coloring. You know, is it a character that you have to draw, a face? Are these flowers? Is it a vine? Take that image that you have in mind and figure how best to build it up. I wanted the lightest color in this one to be the neon yellow for the quote-unquote belly of the tentacles. And then I came back with neon greens and this beautiful green with a blue shimmer to kind of give the tentacle contrast without having to like paint a solid line in to show that there was a delineation in contrast. This is the undersides of the tentacles. This is the top, a different color. I came back with a teal creme to lend more opacity, but I did go back over that creme with the shimmer, the neon shimmers again. I didn't want it to be stark. I just wanted it to be seamlessly transitioning from the darker colors to the lightest colors. And now it's starting to look like the tentacles on my nails. Once you have the backdrop done, start working on your details. I use dotting tools and 5 to 8 millimeter detail brushes for like fine lines, little fine tiny details. But you have to be really, really careful, or any mistake, you're either going to have to start over or you're going to have to turn that mistake into some kind of art. Now, you don't have to come back with white and then color in. It all depends on the medium you're using, the colors you're using, and what you want those designs to do for you. Since I was using neons, and again, they're less opaque, I felt it would be wise to do the designs, the little details in white, and then come back and fill them in. What you do is going to be up to you. It has to be adaptable for any color palette or any design. Now, when your details are finished, start considering an outline. You don't have to use one, but if you have a darker background and you really want the image to stand out, use a white outline. If you have a softer color or lighter color background, maybe do a thick, punchy sticker outline. When it comes to things like shading, it has to make sense. Where would a light source be? Where would shadows make sense? Where would highlights make sense? And again, this is all going to be adaptable and have to be changed for every design. Art is fluid and ever-changing, so I do my best to help and show people how I do things, but, everyone's got to do it their own way, what's comfortable for them. I really hope this helps someone, and I'll see you nail nerds in the next manicure.